Hello and welcome to another video. In this one we are going to be looking at the block quote tag, NBSP, that is the non-breaking space tag, as well as the abbreviation tag. So these are the three tags we are going to be looking at in this particular session. So having that said, let's go ahead and see how best we can implement these tags and understand the essence of these tags as well. So I'm just going to create one file called index.html, and then I'll generate the HTML snippet so that we can start working with it. So I'll say HTML tags continuation. Alright, so the first tag that I want us to talk about is the block quote tag. Okay, so let's say that there are quotes out there made by famous people, okay, that you would want to include in some section of your web page or your website. With the help of the block quote tag, you can be able to do that. Okay, you can use other means to be able to do that, but because of search engine optimization and for your page to be properly interpreted, there is the concept of using what semantic HTML. Okay, semantic HTML is probably as just the use of the right tags for the right element. Okay, so let's say for instance, like we are talking about, we want to use the block quote. Okay, you see that we want to implement a quote in our website, and therefore when we use the block quote tag, that is the right thing to do. Okay, we can equally use the paragraph a heading tag to be able to do that, but it doesn't really follow the rules of semantic HTML. Okay, so when we say semantic HTML, it's basically the use of the right tags for the right content. Okay, so that is what we are looking at here right now. So with a block quote, this is how to go about it. So first of all, you open the tag as well, and then you make sure it is closed. Okay, now this opening tag takes an attribute called site. Okay, site. Now I want us to go onto the website and say that we want to look at quotes from famous people, and let's see what we are going to get. Okay, let's just open this website here. Okay, all right, so okay, let's say we want this one. So true terror is to wake up one morning and discover that your high school class is running the country. Wow. So let's just say we want to use this one. Okay, so first of all, let's say we want this one right here. Okay, let's copy the entire thing, and then let's go back to our editor, and then inside of the opening and then the closing, we paste this entire text. Then we make sure that wherever we came to copy this thing, we put in the link over there. So let's copy the link, and then let's go back and then paste the link here. All right, now let's open this in our web browser to see what we have so far. So as you can see, the quote has been displayed in our web page for us, and it has been indented, and that is how the block element or the block tag works in an HTML document. Okay, whenever you implement it, it is indented just to tell you that it is what a quote. All right, so if you want to implement a quote in your website, this is how you are supposed to go about it. All right, like I said earlier, you can use other means to achieve the same purpose, but to follow the right practices, this is what you are supposed to do. Okay, all right, now that is it about the block quote. Okay, so we can decide to go ahead and implement more of the quote. Let me just copy and then paste this one here, and then go back to the site and see if I can get another one. This one right here, let me copy that and then replace this entire text with this. So if we should go back and refresh, you can see that this is another quote by Tom Snyder. Okay, all right. Okay, so that is it about the block quote. Let me just comment it out. Let's go ahead and look at the next tag. Okay, let's talk about the NBSP. Okay, so with this, I'm just going to copy this text here, and then let me just paste it here. Now, what the NBSP does is that, before then, let me comment this one and say I want to implement an H1 tag here and say that heading 1. So I'm going to give as much as space that I want, okay, or I can, and then I'll save this one. Okay, okay, so I'm using a particular formatter, so it is preventing me from achieving what I want to achieve. But the point is that no matter how many space you give here, okay, no matter how many space you give here, when the page is rendered, it will only take one. It will get rid of the many spaces and then leave you with only one. Okay, it will leave you with only one here, you see. Okay, but then when you use the NBSP keyword, what it does is that it tries to preserve oh, come on. So let's say that I have NBSP like that, and then let me copy this one and then paste it as many times as I want. And as you can see, you see how many spaces we are having right now. Okay, so that is the work of the NBSP. So there are times that you wouldn't want the spaces that you've actually implemented in your documents to be taken away just like that. So that way you can use the NBSP, that is a non-breaking space, okay, tag, to be able to achieve that. All right, so let me go ahead and do for this one as well. So let's say I have this paragraph tag, and then I want to display this unit here, so 10 kilometers per hour. So if we should go ahead and then display this in our website, you see how it is here. Okay, so I can decide to just give it a bit of space, NBSP, then I'll terminate it, and then let me just copy and paste as many times as I want, and then you can see it is spaced out just as I want it. So that is it about the non-breaking space tag. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the next tag on the list. That is the abbreviation tag. So just as the name suggests, it is used to implement abbreviation in website or web pages. Okay, so let's see how best we can achieve that. So let's say abbreviation tag into brackets ABBR. So first of all, you have to open the tag as usual and then make sure it is closed. Okay, so inside the abbreviation you can just pull out, maybe let's do for HTML. Okay, so HTML, so that is the abbreviation we would want to display, right? Okay, so let's say that let me do it like so. So let's have a paragraph tag, and then inside of it I have this abbreviation tag. Okay, so let's say was founded by Tim Berners-Lee. Okay, so now when you should display this thing on our website or on our web page right now, this is what we see, right? Okay, and this does not really say anything. So to be able to see the power of the abbreviation, let's just go ahead and modify this line here. All right, so inside the opening abbreviation tag, this one right here, you are going to implement one attribute called title. Okay, and this title will now be the full meaning of the abbreviation here. Okay, so we will say that hypertext markup language. So let's go back and see what we have so far. So when you should hover over, you see that initially there wasn't any line under this thing here, but now there is a line beneath it. So let's just hover our cursor, our pointer over this one and see what it will tell us. So as you can see, let me just zoom out and so you can see. So you can see here it is indicated hypertext markup language. So it is kind of pulling out the full meaning of what HTML for us to see, and that is the work of the abbreviation tag. Now the title attribute can work with any other element, but like I said earlier, for your page to be properly rendered and for the purpose of search engines optimization, you are to use the right tags for the right content in your web pages. Yes, so that is it for this particular session. Like I said, we have only these 3 tags to talk about in this session: the block quote, the NBSP, the abbreviation tag, and we've looked at just that in this session. I hope you like this video. Kindly drop your comment in the comment sections, and then if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, kindly do that. Like the video, that way it helps this video to be recommended to other people to also watch. See you in the next one, and thanks for watching. Bye.